palsy. I never even heard that word before in my life. Also, I'm gonna put them right here, the words, so you can, get read them rather than listening to me. So like there's subtitles in a way. So there's that. Mona Lisa was stolen from the Louvre in 1911, which drew more visitors to see the empty space than the actual painting.
Who painted the Mona Lisa? Mona Lisa.
Oh, yeah.
Da Vinci?
Mona Lisa worth more after that. I read that somewhere. I'm not sure though. There is an insurance policy issued against alien abduction. Around 50,000 police have been sold. 50,000 policies have been sold, mainly to residents of the U.S. and England. Is it England like also the UK in a way? Like there's like ways of saying that country. I don't know. Also, I'm gonna be looking over here because that's where my monitor's at. So if it looks weird, I'm sorry. Volvo invented 3-point seatbelt, then gave the invention away for free. They decided it was too important for an invention to keep to themselves. What the heck is 3-point seatbelt? Isn't that? In 2005, Connecticut was accidentally issued an emergency alert to evacuate the entire state. Only about 1% of the people actually tried to leave. You know what? Honestly, I'm not surprised because, like, I think you don't have to leave, but yet they want you to leave. But I don't know. I don't know what they're doing over there in Connecticut, but you know. An 18-year-old dwarfism with dwarfism
Good work, men. 2 blocks down and only 19 more to go.
What? 19? Are we gonna do this all night? My parts are killing me.
Come on, fellas. Did Woody give up when Sid had me strapped to a rocket?
No.
No. And did he give up when you threw him out of the back of that moving van?
Oh, you had to bring that up.
No, he didn't. We have a friend in need, and we will not rest until he's safe in Andy's room. Now let's move out.
And that concludes our broadcast day.
Batman, Predator existed in the same fictional universe since 1991 and has been featured together in 3 comic books. No surprise there. A study from Harvard University finds that having no friends can be just as deadly as smoking. Both affect levels of blood clotting protein. Well, turns out you do need friends apparently. Who would have thought friends? In South Dakota, you can get a driver's permit at the age of 14 with parental consent. Once you turn 16, you can get your license. See, I don't know what you people are doing over there in South Dakota, but you guys do you, alright? In 2017, Adidas sold over 1 million pairs of shoes made by recycled ocean plastic. Each pair taking 11 plastic bottles to make. This happened in 2017. Honestly, I thought this would have happened like a long time ago, but that's actually kind of cool that they recycled it. Imagine one made out of cardboard. Now that would have been interesting if you ask me. The British pound is the world's oldest currency, still in use at 1200 years old. The pound has been an identity as a symbol to British sovereignty. Yes, the British pounds. That currency doesn't make any sense to me, but it is very similar to the American currency, so that's the world's mammal of a bumblebee bat. Oh, the world's smallest mammal, a bumblebee bat, weighs about the same as a U.S. dime. Native to Myanmar and Thailand, these bats are endangered. A small bat, that's about a U.S. dime. So, well, where's the bat now? Extinct or endangered? Oh, endangered. As of December 2018, the Itchy and Scratchy show that takes place within The Simpsons has 107 episodes. Yes, The Simpsons. I've actually seen all the seasons of The Simpsons, but then I stopped. But now that I have Disney Plus and they're on it, I'm actually watching them. Like, might as well. Because when I was younger, I had all the seasons, and I had nothing to do. So, especially during like Christmas breaks and summers. So I would literally just watch all the seasons, and I stopped as I got older. is true because babies, like, if you do anything loud in front of them or anything like in that nature, they will like cry. But you have to see it from their eyes because they don't know what that is, that loud clap you just did or that loud scream. They don't know what it is, so they're like, guess I gotta cry. So it honestly makes sense if you ask me. In Korea, there is a breed of dog called Sapsali, which was originally thought to banish ghosts and evil spirits. Alright, listen, Korea. You guys are pretty cool people, especially with the Olympics, but I don't know about that one. Qantas Airways once powered an interstate flight on cooking oil. This marked Australia's first commercial flight using sustainable. Imagine if cars ran on sustainable derived biofuel. That would be cool. Berries are simple fruits stemming from one flower. This means that pineapples, bananas, watermelon, pumpkins, and avocados are berries. One horse can have approximately 15 horsepower. Horsepower is about 746 watts. The term was coined in the late 18th century. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is tilted because the soft soil that it's built on, which has also protected it for the last least four powerful earthquakes. You know what? Sometimes I think things are supposed to happen. Everything in life happens for a reason. I think all the paint on the Eiffel Tower weighs the same as 10 elephants. It gets repainted every 7 years without closing to the public. So all that paint is just on itself. Wouldn't it make sense to take it off, or that would probably damage it now that I think about it? All new FBI special agents or intelligence analysis are required to visit the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum. While dinosaurs roamed the earth, they lived on every continent, including Antarctica. I think dinosaurs are underrated, if you ask me. I think we just take them for granted. I think we did. The blue whale's heart is the size of a VW Beetle and grew and weighs up to 1,000 pounds, or for you non-United States people, 453 kilograms. Dang, I've seen a Beetle before. Those things are like small, but for a whale's heart, that's freaking huge. One of the most widely used symbols for medical assistance is actually the Swiss flag, and not a medical symbol. Until 2007, slavery was legal in Mauritania. Even still, 1 to 4% of all the population is still living as slaves. A man named Ronald McDonald robbed a Wendy's in 2005.
Put the money in the bag! Put it in!
You're facing the wrong way, sir.
Alright, give me the money!
Will that be from your savings or your checking account, sir?
Savings.
May I please see some identification?
Sure, there you go.
Thank you.
Sir, this is Wendy's. The longest unbroken alliance in the world's history is between England and Portugal. It has lasted since 1386 and still stands today. Wow, it's kind of cool that countries got along. If you hear a weird noise in the background, that is a plane passing by. I think it's a plane, honestly. I don't even know what it is. It'll go away right now. Hold on. The Japanese term for shock. Oh, wait, hold on. Before finally being accepted, J.K. Rowling's original Harry Potter pitch was rejected by 12 publishers. This is very common when you pitch your shows or books to anyone because they reject it. Like Stranger Things. They asked NBC, CBS, works, and they rejected it. So Stranger Things went to Netflix, and Netflix was like, "Oh yeah, man, come on in." You know, look how popular it is. So the Japanese term for a shotgun wedding is tekitachi de kako, which literally translates to "Oops, we did it" marriage. Garlic is known to attract leeches. In 1992, a shipping crate containing 28,000 rubber duckies fell overboard. They washed up around the world for the next 20 years. And they're probably still going because plastic doesn't go anywhere, it stays there. So, after they released a 1996 film Scream, which involved an anonymous killer calling the murderous victims, caller ID usage tripled in the United States. That's scary. Aeroflight 593 crashed because the pilots let his kids fly the plane, who unknowingly disengaged the autopilot function. The crash killed everyone on board. Okay, these are starting to get dark now. It took Uranus 84 years to orbit the sun once. I wonder what it's at now. So in my lifetime, it'll probably orbit the sun once. A 26-sided shape is known as not these words again, rhombicuboctarodon. Nailed it. Mob boss Vincent Canty used to wander around New York City in his bathrobe to convince the police he was insane and avoid capture. I don't even know what that is, so no comment. The military had used daily string to detect tripwires in Iraq. Before entering a room, they can squirt it inside. If it hangs in the air, it may have revealed a wire. See, even the simplest things can save your life, honestly. By applying even pressure on an egg, it is nearly impossible to break the shell by squeezing it. I don't know. All I know is that you can balance an egg. A recently discovered deep sea snail, the scaly food gastropod, had a shell that impressively developed so much that the US military is trying to use it to design and inspire defense layers in military armor. Okay, the US military needs a chill, alright? There are over 6,000 known species of grass. Seriously, grass has species. Who would have thought? The total weight of all air on Earth is 11 kiloton pounds. 11 kiloton pounds. Kiloton pounds. I didn't know air has weight. Yeah, I didn't know air weight. Or actually, no, I'm not surprised actually. Time anxiety occurs in a person when they are perpetually afraid of being late and others being late. Yeah, we don't like waiting on people, and we don't like people waiting on us. Yeah, queens can live up to 30 years. In 2014, Princeton researchers determined that Facebook would lose 80% of its users by 2017. Well, sex suck. Orlando Bloom had swinophobia, which is fear of pigs. I don't even know what that is. 8 of the 10 largest statues in the world are Buddhas. Meghan Trainor was nyctophobia, which is a huge fear of the dark. I know some people are still afraid of the dark to this day. Like as they, like you think as they get older, they would like transferred beer from a brewery to a bottling plant. The collective group of lemurs is called a conspiracy. A collective group of Never trust lemurs, honestly. The first Primark store opened in Dublin in June 1969 under the same name, Pennies. I don't know what that means. Ron Swanson's character on Parks and Recreation is based off of a real person, a woman who worked in a high bureaucratic position who is also anti-government. Not surprised there. The tigers in the United States alone outnumber the amount of wild tigers worldwide.
There are more captive tigers in the U.S. than there are in the wild throughout the world.
Man, these facts are not random, they're kind of sad. If you ask me.
This is my way of living, and nobody's gonna tell me any otherwise.
The 1831 London Bridge was sold in 1962 when it needed to be replaced. It was bought by Lake Havasu City, Arizona to help tourism. Arizona's a cool state, honestly. Lots of things you can do there. Scrappy-Doo, widely considered to be one of the most hated characters in fiction, has now appeared in animated Scooby-Doo production since 1988 due to audience backlash. Ouch. The first X-rated animated movie was Fritz the Cat. It is still the most successful independent animated feature to date. I've never seen this movie before. Somebody explain it to me. Roughly 33% of cats are not affected by catnip. The euphobic reaction commonly associated with catnip in a rarity. Do you guys watch Daily Dose of Internet on YouTube? I saw that, one of his videos. Pretty cool. Because cats are addicted to catnip. And I saw it and I was like, oh, that's funny. You know, I'll show you guys right now.
Please stay in school and don't end up like this cat.
Oh, that's you. Less self-control, please. Can we? Oh my gosh.
Facebook will track and record nearly everything you do if you browse the web while logged into your Facebook account. Yeah, I think everybody knows that. That goes for Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, Discord, all of it. They track you. They track everything you do. It's all there. Bubble wrap was originally invented to be wallpaper. The creators tried to make plastic wallpaper with paper backing, but it came out with plastic backing. Wow, sucks to suck because now it's used in because I used it in my last video. Great sounds, it made great sounds. The NSA has ever stopped a terrorist or found a real bomb. When tested, they failed to find fake weapons and bombs 95% of the time. I'm not surprised there, because every time I go on a plane, they freaking search you, but they don't really search you. In the United States, each person owns an average of 7 pairs of blue jeans. That's 1 for every day of the week. Yeah, I actually do own a lot of jeans. Very good. Whenever Charles Dickens was away from home, he would always realign the bed he was sleeping in to face northwards, as he felt that his fostered and unlocked his creativity. Who's Charles Dickens? Just kidding. The Shawn Mendes EP reached #1 on iTunes in 37 minutes. Oh, Shawn Mendes. Alright, the last random fact for this episode is gonna be, since the